Get the cake right to the sight sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. I'm on a grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Dew Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie and Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. From Millmore to Dew Valley.
Good evening and welcome to Terrace Talk. I'm your host, King Bush, and tonight we've got a packed show for you. We've got a splendid Manchester United victory to talk about again. We've also got another loss for Liverpool again, and another loss for Man City again. So things are looking good. I'm enjoying these Thursday nights. They're doing really great for me. So we're going to start with Luke. How are you doing this evening, Luke?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Lee's got a good win. We'll come to that after. We've also got the legend and our stat man, Mers. How you doing, Mers?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
Good man. And we've got Carlos with us. How you doing, Carl?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And Carl is got something special for tonight's show towards the end of it. So he'll reveal all later. So stay tuned for that. It is really good what he's got planned for us this evening. So, yeah, looking forward to that. We've got the legend from Brighton himself, Brighton fan Dan. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, it's not going too well for us at the minute, but we'll get on to that a bit later.
Yeah, we definitely will. We definitely
out the cup
will.
as well.
Keep smiling. And we've got Spursy himself. How you doing, mate?
Yeah,
You
you did tell us. Yeah, I didn't even believe it myself. Like I've started to lose faith, but
it's so typical of Spurs. And
it would
guess
be
what happened.
But then I guess we came back to reality because St James's Park is St James's Park for us in the cup. So, you know, can't have too many highs, but we at least got a win against.
What did I say last week?
You got rid of your players and we suddenly won. I know. I do need to thank you, Cole.
I said in the predictions, then I said I'm going to go against Spurs and they're going to win, and they did. So guess what I've done this week, Luke?
Oh, don't do it. You have time to change your minds. You can get in contact with David. We can sort that out. It's fine. We can
so
sort it out. We'll iron it out.
Whatever I back Spurs to do, you know they're going to do the opposite.
Against Chelsea? What? Fair enough.
And we've got Sunderland high flying Dan. How you doing?
Living the dream, mate. Cloud9. Enjoying it while it lasts.
Good man. And we've also got the legend, that is Glory Hall. He's not come dressed as some 1960s porn star today. He's coming with something that they're definitely not going to be this season. It says champions on it. Champions of total car wreckage.
I'm just
in trouble. We'll get into that later. How you doing, Glory Hall?
I'm just making you aware that Liverpool were the champions more recently than Man United. Man United haven't won anything in how long? Yeah, so
probably last time Liverpool won a game. When were
we won against Frankfurt last week.
I think Crisp and Pop Cup.
It's not going too well for us, but you know. It is what it is.
How's Isaac getting on?
Injured, actually, so not very well.
Yeah. Turned him into prime Dexter Blackstock of old Liverpool, so they're doing great with that.
Fucking Ricky Lambert or whatever. Some useless striker.
And we've got Phil, another defeat for Forest, and then they've got Man United at the weekend. So me and Phil have got something special planned for that as well. How you doing, Phil?
I'm all right, Bushy. How are you, kiddo?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Living the dream. Living the dream. So we're going to start with Friday night's game, and it finished Leeds United 2, West Ham United 1. And no better person to start that with Luke. Happy with that result, Luke? Obviously, you've been critical of the side recently, but they've come up trumps on Friday.
Yeah, to be fair, I think it's one of the best performances we put on to start with. First half, anyway. We have in a while. So the atmosphere, they were better than it's been for a while, but I don't know what it looked like on Skylight, but the officiating that game was absolutely shocking. It was poor. I mean, it took him talking about a minute and a half every decision to make a choice, stopping, changing decisions. It was. I've never seen a worse game officiated I've seen in a long time. But performance-wise,
officiating this season's been awful across all divisions. I think it just seems to be getting worse. I don't know how it were possible, but it seems to be.
Well, they disallowed goal for one. I mean, it took him nearly 5 minutes to make a decision. It was clear offside, could tell straight away from first picture. I don't know why it took him so long, but I don't know. Performance-wise, we played quite well. But like I said, best played in a while, and even the first time I praise even Calvin Lewin because he actually had a good game, hold up well, and he played a big part in that game. So I'm happy with it. Pissed off that we conceded so late, but wins a win at the end of the day.
Who was your man of the match, Luke, for Leeds? Who would you have given the man of the match to?
My personally, I'd have gave it Brendan Aronson. It's one of the best games I've seen him play. Could have had a couple. Scored as well. So yeah, I think he deserved man of the match. To be fair.
Super. On to the Saturday games, and we'll start with I'm going to say the result of the week. The performance of the week, and I'll start with Sunderland. Dan, so Chelsea 1, Sunderland 2. What a performance! What a victory!
I mean, it's what dreams are made of. We've obviously had a very good start going into the game, and I mean, among a pessimist like myself, it's kind of fearing this might be the one where you get brought back down to reality a little bit. But I mean, they had more possession, but I think we were good value for that win. We allowed them to have a lot of the ball. We didn't give away any clear chances. And at the end of the day, I think we had about 30% possession, but we had a higher XG start when we went forward every time. We looked dangerous.
32% possession Sunderland had. But you did get 10 shots on the goal, 4 on target. So only 6 less than Chelsea, and Chelsea were the home team. So
yeah, but we're quite comfortable letting sides try and break us down, playing the low block that Arne Slot likes to slag off every week. And, just staying solid, not giving any clear chances. If you want to put one in the top bins from 25 yards, have a go, good luck. But we don't give up much sloppy. And when we counter quickly, and we're very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really impressed with Sunderland. I did say at the start of the season that I didn't think Sunderland would go down because I think your home form would be the thing that kept you up. But to actually go and win at Chelsea, that's some achievement, really.
The passport's getting renewed. We're getting all excited on your side now. We're getting carried away a little bit.
No, I think it's what dreams are made of, isn't it? It's what you get to the Premier League for. And you're living out the dream. And I think the good thing with Sunderland is they don't seem to be playing with any fear. They just seem to be up in your faces, and they don't care about reputations. They're just playing their own game, and it's working for them. So I think Sunderland are going to be comfortable this season, and I don't think there's going to be. I think they will drop off a little bit, but I don't think massively. I don't think. From what I've seen so far, I don't think you look out of your depth up in the top half.
I'd agree. I mean, I don't think we're going to stay 4th in the table. I would love to, but that's a pipe dream. But the way the team play, we're very hard to beat.
Yeah.
And I struggle to see us going on a 4-match losing streak. we might not
that's what
nick
I
as many
thought
in the
too.
last minute like we are at the moment, but I just don't think we're going to go on a run of losing week in, week out.
Yeah, that I just can't see it. And I also think your home form, I don't think anybody's going to relish going to sort of Sunderland, to be fair. I don't think anybody wants to go there. I think it'll be a difficult evening for everyone. I'm just going to run through a few comments. Poppy, good evening, everybody. Bez, good evening, everybody. John Sullivan, evening, lads. Glad Toon had a half-decent result. Hutch, good evening, gentlemen. Yeah, lots of people in the chat tonight. Surprise Call is here. Usually goes AWOL after a loss. His camera's not there, so he's avoiding the questions, I think. So on to the next game. Newcastle 2, Fulham 1. Anybody want to comment on that game? Jacob Murphy. And it was a last-minute winner for Newcastle. Anybody any thoughts on that game?
I took him out of my FPL and all, Jacob Murphy, last
Did
week.
you? Well, I put Watermelon in. He did nothing this week, so yeah.
Now Watermelon's a good one. He normally gets goals. He scored in the week, so that's
yeah. I mean, I didn't bring him in this week. I brought him in the week. He did well for me the week before, but he had a blank week this week. But yeah,
that comment there, Glorio, that comment there, that's like a Haaland comment, you know. Haaland.
Yeah, true.
So, you know, it's one of them, really. Isn't
Every striker will have their moment where they're shit, and everyone will have their moment where they're good. It's just picking the right week to put them as captain on FPL and not waste your triple captain on somebody who's going to be blanking that week.
Very true, very true. The next game, I'm looking so forward to speaking to Brighton fan Dan. I didn't see you did you do it on TikTok? I haven't been on as much this week, but did you do a match review for that?
Yeah, I have done it. I just don't think I sent it over to you.
Yeah, I need that sending over. I need to put it too short. So get that sent over. I thought you was avoiding me, Dan, to be honest. But, yeah.
Sounds like he was.
So,
damn it.
The score, if you didn't know, for everybody listening, the score ended Manchester United 4, Brighton 2. Talk to me, Dan.
I said it in the group chat, mate. It wasn't a 4-2 game. It really wasn't. Like, it's the same old story with Brighton. We dominate but not score. And your comments about Man United being back and all the things that you said on the Sunday show, we made Man United look good. They weren't that good. We should have been 3 or 4 up before you even scored your first goal. The fact that you managed to get 2-0 up is a miracle for you guys. Genuinely, like, I don't know how you can say you're back when we gifted you the goals. Us trying to play how we always play, which is pass from the back and your press, we gifted you the goals.
You can't even hit shots on target, mate. You only had 5 on target. We had 9 on target. Still,
we were the better team.
You're saying you had loads of possession. It was only 56% possession to 44%. Yeah. And the main stat man is Manchester United 4, Brighton 2.
I was about to say, since when did you get into stats?
We are back.
Was you there in the stadium?
If you're bringing up stats, bring up expected goals as well.
I don't like them ones. They're a waste of time because Brighton can't even hit the goal. It doesn't make a difference.
I was going to say, it's weird you're talking about stats, Bushy.
Now we've got a decent goalkeeper. That's what you pay him for. They actually, the last one we had, we paid him and he couldn't save anything. This one I can actually save some.
Mers, what was the XG?
So the XG was 1.29 to United, 1.12 to Brighton. So you did well punching above the weight with the expected goals in some ways by scoring 4.
Yeah, we did because we've got some great strikers now. We've signed
great strikers.
So let's go. Where's Arne Slot? Has anyone seen him? He's still hanging out of?
Is he on his way to the job centre yet?
Can I ask a
You're
question
moaning about low
for
block.
Bushy? So obviously a couple of weeks ago, well, probably 3 weeks ago, Amarin was, head on the chopping block, really struggling. He's managed to get 3 wins in a row and you're looking a lot better. Are you 100% convinced in him, or is the jury still out?
No, I'm convinced he's the man. He's bringing the glory days again. I mean, these people on this podcast are lunatics, man.
We're not, honestly. I'll tell you something.
So we've had all season glory all telling me that Amarin's going to be the next sacked. We sit here above Liverpool in the table.
Right.
We've already beaten them.
Let me just tell you. Let me
in
just
their
tell
own
you
back
this.
garden. In their own back garden, we beat them. We're above them in the table. Why is he not talking about Slot being sacked? That guy has dismantled a championship winning team. He is a bold fraud.
Right.
The guy is a fraud. You need to frame him and sit him next to Ten Hag.
I'll tell you something now.
Two bold
Before
frauds
November
together.
finishes, Bushy will be crying, praying for Amarim out again.
Right, let me tell you this. Let's put 2 and 2 together.
There's just a black hole. It
He's
looks like Pep Guardiola's brain.
If we put 2 and 2 together,
you can't see him. He's disappearing. He don't even believe what he's saying. He's like a faceless profile on Facebook. One of these little gimps that give you abuse calling your names, but then they go hiding. That's Carl. Look, disappeared. All right. Put some respect on Manchester United's name, please. 4-2.
Just say this.
6 in the table. Same points as Manchester City. Pep is in trouble. Arne Slot is a bold fraud. He needs to He needs to be sacked. Pep Guardiola, he's another fraud. 3 of them, the 3 amigos, the 3 bold amigos. So I'm going to put them all in a little line together. Slot,
Mr. Bush,
Pep, all 3. Useless.
King Bush, whatever you're going to answer to, Mr. Bush, King Bush, whatever it might be, shut the fuck up and let the glory hole have his say.
Hang on, we're talking to Dan here. Don't jump in. Dan's telling us about the game. Glory hole just, as usual, tried to shoot his load early.
You wouldn't let him talk
because it's not his turn.
He was interjecting.
I'm talking to Dan.
Silly comment that you were making.
To jump into Dan's match predictions. I very want to listen to what Dan's got to say. So, Dan, who was your man of the match for the game? Brighton.
For my player or for Man United?
Well, you may as well pick it for Man United because it is the winning team, innit? Can't get man at match to one of your boys, surely.
Danny Welbeck, mate. Scores a worldie of a free kick.
Yeah, it's a good free kick. But, I mean, in fairness, how good was Mbeumo and Cunha?
He is dangerous on the counter-attack, I'll give you that.
Talk to me. Those two.
The one thing that I will admit and give credit for was the Bruno Fernandes feint for the 4th goal. That completely sent us defenders. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Brighton, they're always a difficult team. And I believe last season, Man U would have lost that game.
Yeah.
That's the difference. There is a spirit now with Man United. There is a style of play. And I just think that we are back. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. So I'm just loving life at the minute. I just can't see where we lose another game. I don't know who's beating us at the minute. Maybe Arsenal.
Forest. Forest.
Mate, it's not like the joke night. It's not I don't believe KB joke night. No, it's not gonna. We're not gonna lose to Forest, are we?
We'll get to that in predictions.
We'll have a listen to the predictions anyway. So on to the next game because I don't like to gloat. I ain't got an ego, so I don't like to keep gloating on about how good Manchester United are. But I'm going to start and talk how bad the bin dippers are. Yeah. So Glory Hall, this is your chance. Don't shoot your load early. Yeah. Brentford 3, Liverpool 2. And we'll not even mention that you got spunked out of the cup by Crystal Palace in midweek as well. But yeah, let's just let's just talk to us about what's going on at Liverpool.
Right. So first of all, I just want to say that Man United got a lucky win against Liverpool, and by the sounds of it, Brighton from what Dan said, Brighton were the better team. So are Man United really back, or are Man United just lucky? You know, think about that one.
GH, don't give him any more airtime about talking about Man United. Focus on Liverpool, mate. Yeah.
So
don't give him how bad Liverpool are.
Don't give him any more to like stoke his fire. He doesn't need it.
So I don't really know what's going on. Obviously I think it's Slot's. Ultimately, it comes down to Slot picking probably the wrong lineup each week. I've been saying it for weeks that Kirkes just isn't good enough, and we need to start playing Robertson, because Robertson, in my opinion, has unfairly been left out of the team quite a lot of the time, because he did well last season, and I don't see why Kirkes. Obviously, Kirkes is a good fullback. I mean, he proved himself last season, but it's just a case of hasn't started the season very well, so I think he needs to be replaced with Robertson. And then we've just had, I don't know, we've just been looking really poor in defence. Kanate is rubbish. Frimpong's been injured for ages. Bradley's not that good. It's just, we can't gel together. Mo Salah is literally one of the worst forwards in the whole league at the minute. He just can't finish his dinner. Every time he gets the ball, you think to yourself, he scored, yes, but
so he definitely finished his dinner, didn't he?
Right. Okay. Let me rephrase that. Most of the time, he can't finish his dinner, because have you seen some of the shots that he's taken? They've literally just gone miles over the bar, and you're just thinking, last season, the season before, he would have either passed it on and it would have been a goal, or he'd have scored himself.
One of the top scorers and assists.
I mean, is he
going on stats that you seem to go on?
I mean,
ludicrous. I think. How can you blame Salah for?
How can you blame Salah? I mean,
for letting 3 goals in against Brentford.
It wasn't Salah's fault, no, but Salah was very, very quiet against Brentford. Yes, he scored a lovely goal, but I don't know
quiet. What are the rest of them doing.
It's down to defence letting 3 goals in.
Those like, especially I know. Yesterday our defence was woeful, and I know we were playing a lot of youngsters, but we had Gomez in defence, who's very experienced, and you'd expect more from him, and he was absolutely woeful. So I do think it's lack of confidence from the defence, because if we had, like, Van Dijk just isn't the same defender he used to be. Don't get me wrong.
I told you this, Glorio, but you told me that I was talking nonsense. I said his pace has gone. I said he's finished. I said Goro's better than him. And
he's not finished. He's not finished. He's just
his legs have gone.
He was here, and he's now here.
Now he's below Euro.
And then Man United are like there. So, you know.
Glory hole. John's got a question for you. It says, if you had the option again to sign Isak or Watermelon, who are you taking?
Oh, well, it depends, because if I'm basing it on what I've seen so far, I would take Watermelon. But if I'm basing it off, I haven't seen either of them play, you've got to take Isak still, because he's the known player and he's the one that did well last season. So I'd say
Isak's the better player.
Well,
you're just not using him right.
I don't know. I think something else is, I know he didn't really do much last night, but Chiesa, I keep saying it, I want to see more of him. He's quality when he plays, and I think this goes down to the manager's selection. He just doesn't know how to pick the right group of players. Like, he's kind of like flustered a bit. He's thinking to himself, oh, we've lost this game, so let me try this. And it just seems like whatever he does doesn't work. So I think we need to, mix it up a little bit, but,
Welfare check for Glorio, please. He's got to be on something, talking nonsense.
Oi. What nonsense am I talking? Go on, tell me.
Well, I'll start with the first one. You said that Salah can't finish his dinner, but you lost 3-2 and he scored one of the goals.
But Bushy, you should look at his last goal on FootMob. It shows that he's shot in completely the wrong direction to the goal.
Did it go in?
More to the corner flag than to the actual fucking goal.
Did it go in?
No. It was like 90th minute, so like in injury time, opportunity to try and draw the game, and FootMob shows the direction of the shot was away from goal, not towards goal.
Who's running that? Who's running FootMob though? Because the other day it gave a Rotherham player 8 out of 10, and he were a 4 out of 10 if you were being kind. So I don't really go on FootMob, and I don't go on stats. All I go on is
what you
did
see.
he actually score in the game? Yes. Is
Okay.
he one of your top scorers still?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Is he one of your top assisters? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but his levels in comparison to last season.
His level has massively dropped.
His levels may not be the same as last season, but the whole team isn't. You can't blame him for losing when you concede 3 goals at home.
Thing is, though, you're champion. Well, a winning champion. Gone. Title contending team. You shouldn't be relying just on Salah alone. You can't use that as an excuse for how poor you be. I mean, your defence have been leaking goals. It's shocking. Everyone else around Salah's doing nothing neither. So just blaming Salah ain't going to change the fact how poor the rest of your team is.
And I think the new signings, Frimpong can't get fit. You've got Verge, who's a world-class player, looks like he's turned into, I don't know, flipping somebody in the Championship. And then you've got Isaac that you've turned into Dexter Blackstock. I don't know why it seems to be Salah getting the blame for everything.
Glory hole. How do you feel? How do you think Liverpool are going to turn it around, though? You know, we're giving you a hard time about it, but how do you Liverpool, are they capable of turning it around?
Good question. I mean, I think we've got a fair few. We're beginning to get a few injuries, and I think once players get back to full fitness,
Mario, you're turning into a politician, mate. Just answer the question. You're going around we've got injuries, we've got this. You sound like bloody Keir Starmer, mate.
All right, how do we?
Are you going to get out of it?
Yes. We're Liverpool. We're not Man United. How are we going to get out of it? Isak's going to come back from injury, and he's going to come to great form. And we're going to realise that Chiesa should be playing, and he's going to start playing him more often, and we're going to get loads of goals. There we are.
Is that not wishful thinking?
Thing is,
yes.
Yeah.
Thing is,
not
though,
got
the one
clue,
time
really,
they won a game.
Sorry, Luke. You've not got a fucking clue, have you, Glorio? You're just clutching at straws, mate.
No. I know.
When I talk about Forest, I kind of can put like stats behind it and like kind of figures behind it. When Bushy talks about Man United, he can put facts behind it and stuff like that. When any one of us can, come out with something about our squad and how bad we played, we can put facts behind it. I'm not, and this is not a dig at you, Glory Hole, in the slightest, but you're not really coming out with anything that's giving us the indication that you know much about Liverpool Football Club, to be fair.
I can tell you some facts. We got
because he's a Southampton fan.
We had one shot on target.
Are you a Southampton fan? Be honest.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
No,
Is he a Southampton fan?
Yeah, he's been to Southampton games.
Southampton Liverpool games.
Needs to be made category 1, please. This is urgent now.
But to confirm, I can back up some of the stuff he's saying about Salah, at least in the one win that they had recently against Frankfurt. They played a 4-4-2, and Salah was on the bench and only came on late. They did not score once Salah came on late. He came on 76th. They'd already scored all 5 goals. They played a 4-4-2. They had 2 strikers, Isak and Ekitike up front, and it worked. Ekitike played fine in that game. I think got one of the goals. Vert's got 2 assists from the right mid slot. Things clicked for Liverpool in Europe there. The problem is Isak got injured in that game, so then they couldn't run the 2-striker formation anymore. So I think once that comes back, then they might start to look like Liverpool again. But that was Salah benched, and he didn't do much.
There is will drop Salah regularly.
I think the issue with the 4-4-2 as well is they were playing Frankfurt, who, if you look at them domestically, they've been leaking goals.
Yeah,
all
they're
season.
not that good, to be fair. But
I don't think their centre mids are good enough to play 2 in the middle. I think they'll get ran through in the Premier League. I don't think you can have 2 centre mids in the Prem.
I mean, Frankfurt are probably finishing 10th in League One.
And I think Gravenbach and Soboslai are good players. two of probably the only shining lights for Liverpool this season, but I don't see them working in the two.
Glory
Personally.
Glory hole. Just a very quick one, and John's come on and said this. Are you by any chance a two-team wanker?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know more about Rotherham than you do Liverpool. That's all.
Rotherham, I don't know anything about Rotherham apart from the fact that they're
he
shit.
seems to think you do. Glory hole knows more about Rotherham based on me chatting to him about it recently with our results, etc. So John seems to think you know more about Rotherham than Liverpool.
I think Glory hole's just taking a interest in Rotherham, aren't you, mate?
I couldn't name a single Rotherham.
It's all that Miller's Monday stuff going on, I think.
You can.
I think he's a regular there.
Gordon Hugo. Right. On to a team that wins regularly. Let's go on to a team that wins regularly. So, Mers.
If you're going on to Arsenal, it's barely a win regularly, is it?
Arsenal victory 1-0. So, Arsenal 1, Palace 0. Sign of champions. Not conceding. Winning by the odd goal. Eze, the goal scorer. So, Mers, are you going to win the league this year? No politician answers allowed.
I'm going to say yes. I think we could win the league this season because you're looking at Liverpool, and I called this early. Injuries and squad depth will become a problem, and you're starting to see it in some ways. Like, you only have to look at that team that they used against Crystal Palace last night, and it says it all. It was a bunch of like young players, a 5-back as well, which was a bit of an interesting one from Liverpool. But I think Arsenal will, because we've got good squad depth. We're utilising like the set pieces. So talking about teams playing the low block and Slot moaning about it, Arteta's realised teams do it. What are you going to get a lot of from that? Set pieces. So we utilise that to our best, and we have probably right now a very good combination, which is Rice taking those set pieces mostly, and then Gabriel either scoring them or literally headering them to somebody else who would then score them. So I think as long as those two people stay fit for the most of the season or all the season, then I think we're pretty much safe, because we'll get set piece goals, some open play goals, and probably go far in like a lot.
And guess what else you'll have as well, Mers?
A
great defense.
Defense. Yeah.
So yeah, a good defense. Who was your man of the match at the weekend with the 1-0 victory, Mers? Who would you?
I didn't really watch it, but I'm just going to go with Eze because he scored that goal, and it was a very nice taken goal as well. Oh, Brian Van Dan doesn't like the fact that Eze is being mentioned, a former Palace player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
John Sullivan said 1-0 yawn. When is the exciting football coming?
The problem is, right, it's not Arsenal's fault, right? It's the opposition's playing the low block, because if you want exciting football, you need teams to play open football. Like, look at the Champions League. Like, we're playing some pretty good football there, and the teams aren't really playing low blocks there. We've managed to score quite a few open play goals in the Champions League. Like, look at what we did against Atletico Madrid, for God's sakes. We beat them 4-0.
You've only scored 5 goals in open play in Premier League.
Yeah, but then a lot of teams score set piece goals in the Premier League. Like, people are making it out like Arsenal the only team that goes and scores like a lot of set piece goals. If you look at the stats,
you ranked 17th in the Premier League for open.
But then, like I said, that's because teams are playing the low block, and it's probably being a little bit hard. Gokres isn't exactly probably playing great or scoring the goals. Like, if it was a Haaland or something, probably score a lot more open play goals. But like I said, we're utilising a very key weapon, set piece. Like right now, Carl, would you be complaining if you were top of the table and you're mostly scoring goals from set piece goals?
I'm just wondering why you keep shouting, Mers.
I'm not shouting
because he can't see you. Where's your camera?
My camera's on.
No, it's not.
It's not showing.
Well, I can see myself anyway. Anyway, I just want to make a very quick point. I'm going to stick up for Gloriole. Stop picking on him. Liverpool are going through a bad time, but they'll still finish above most of fucking your teams. So leave him alone, or I'll start coming hunting for you lot. All right?
Well,
when you can start winning games again, yeah. Mers, your first comment sounded very much like Arne Slot blaming everybody else, blaming the size of the ball, the shape of the ball. Oh, they're all playing low block. Why is it everybody else's team that you're not playing an entertaining football?
What? Like I said, like if you're playing like a load of like 10 people behind the ball, 11 people behind the ball, how are you going to create an exciting football match in that sense? Because it's just going to involve a lot of passing sideways, passing backwards and stuff. It's a bit hard to play end-to-end football because most exciting football games are those end-to-end football matches, like something like the Crystal Palace Bournemouth game, which ended in 3-3. Like it was very much a kind of end-to-end style game. It wasn't like one team just dominating and just having to pass around and take the opportunities every now and again. It's not just Arsenal. Like the other big teams, when they're playing against the low block, it does create a bit of a boring scenario.
A good question coming from Pep Empire. When Pep plays tiki-tack, it's Pep's turn. Boring because everyone else sits back. It's Pep's fault. Mikel plays boring. It's everyone else's fault. What do you say to that, Mers?
Well, it's not a case of I don't think people going, oh, it's Pep's fault. It is like people just how they play against the big teams. It's not just Arsenal. It's just pretty much everybody.
Turbo says Arsenal will bottle it. City will come steaming through. Xmas is massive.
Thing is, Mers, you've got all the. If you think of low blocks are just the whole reason. La Liga didn't get boring with the Barcelona sides and the Real Madrid sides. They had exciting goals all the time. They had some excitement in their game. They had some flair players. If Saka's as good as people say he is, why is he not doing more things like that and taking on his man? Eze. No, I'm still going. Eze, who's been an exciting player for years at Palace. He's been electric, but suddenly, he's not taking on his men as much? He's not going to be doing as much. It's just be crossing in and set pieces again? Like, it seems the creativity is going. Like, you can talk about that. We've got a bunch of creative players, but suddenly now, low block affects them. Didn't affect other teams in the past. They were still able to create creative football. It's just the mentality of Arsenal at the moment.
I like how you could pair the Prem to La Liga. Let's face it, no team can successfully play a low block in La Liga except for maybe Atletico Madrid. The lower teams can't really defend successfully against a Barcelona or a Real Madrid. So trying to compare La Liga to the Prem is a fucking stupid
but why is that
comparison right there? Why? Because they're dominant. Because they got the financial abilities to dominate the league. Whereas in the Prem, more teams are more like evenly spread out. Like you just got to look at the table and the results that we get in this season. Like teams in Prem are more comparable to each other, with a few exceptions, like a Liverpool, Arsenal, like the big six essentially. But like even the Bournemouth can compete well. The Brightons can compete well because of the way that they can do business. It's because of the money at the end of the day. And low block has been around for a fair few years. We know that because of the pure fact that people like the smaller teams, like Sean Dyche being a prime example of that low block. He's been known for it for many years, where he would just try and get a 1-0 victory and just defend for the rest of the match.
Thing is, though, you see players like De Bruyne for City for years was unlocking low blocks with creative play. Like
I think with Ødegaard,
that's in the Premier League.
I think when Ødegaard comes back, he probably might be able to beat the low blocks with more counter-attacking style football. I think Eze does have a passing style, but probably not on the same level as Ødegaard. And I think it's just because we've got Ødegaard missing. When Ødegaard's played, we've seen a few times where he's been playing those passes, like bypassing like some of the midfielders and going straight to the attack and getting that more one-on-one situation potentially going on rather than the more slower build-up. I mean, we are trying to play a little bit of a faster football, but the problem is I see Gyökeres drifting out wide too often, which I've mentioned a few times. I think his positioning doesn't help with the open play. I think if we had him staying more central and trying to play off the last defenders, we might be able to score more open play goals.
So a few comments coming in. John Sullivan says, blame the stadium, it's facing the wrong way. John again, Arteta trying to do a Pep, 4,000 passes just to cross the halfway line. He needs his own style. Poppy says, Cole's turned into a keyboard warrior, not showing his face tonight. I don't know what's happened with his camera. He claims it's on, but it's definitely not. Turbo says, low block, it's just defensive football.
Defense.
Right, so are you there, Cole? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Super. So the next game we're going to talk about is another loss for Manchester City. So Villa 1, Man City 0. What were your thoughts on the game and what is going wrong currently at your football club?
There's not a lot going wrong. I think Aston Villa played very well. They were the better side in the first half. Could have possibly been 2 up. City were much better after the break. We had a goal disallowed. Fraction offside. Haaland. We hit the post. We were the better side in the second half. I think an overall play, probably a draw would have been a fair result. But we didn't play too badly. We probably should have created a little bit more. But Villa played all right. They played very good. But that's the Premier League. You don't take your chances, you get punished. And I'm not worried. I can see us improving game by game. Got players coming back from injury. So I'm all positive. It just makes me laugh watching a shit United get lucky with results, and you think it's all gravy when United, the bricks are going to come tumbling down soon, and Glory Hole and I will be laughing at you because we'll be at the top of the table and United will drop like a stone like they normally do. So all good for me, pal.
Yeah. So dropping like this table as well, because the guy that talks nonsense and predicts nonsense is top of the predictions league.
Right.
So sit down in the cheap seats, kid.
Right. Okay.
Because who
have you drawn in the League Cup quarter final?
To lose every week. I keep running away with that.
Bushy, who've United got in the quarter final of the League Cup?
Quarter final. Don't want to play in the League Cup.
Who have you got in the Champions League?
Not playing in it. Don't want to.
Yeah.
Not till next season, mate. When we finish above City this season. Don't worry about
Not done that for 13 years, though, have you?
Doesn't matter. We'll do this season.
Right. All right.
You definitely won't.
So you can have your predictions and be top, and we'll just carry on lifting the trophies.
No. Not now you're not cheating anymore. I mean, if we take cheating
was the last time a team other than Liverpool and City won the league?
If you take cheating out of it, you've won nothing.
Years ago, probably like 5 years ago at least.
I know, and they're giving us all shit.
Oh, it's more than 5 years, but there we go.
Right.
United haven't won a Premier League in over a decade.
It's like 2013 when Man United last one.
It would be about 2018 last time a team that wasn't City or Liverpool won it, because that would be Chelsea.
It was Chelsea, and then before Chelsea, it was not Man United.
So Glorio, when they come after us like this, just smile, let them have the 5 minutes, and then come the end of the season when we're lifting the trophies, we'll laugh at them.
Sounds good.
Anyway,
well, Cole,
on to the next
before we move on,
in room 202 for you, Glorio, later.
I want to ask Cole a question. So we're talking about Liverpool, obviously, and team selection a little bit. What about with Pep, for instance? Because you had Cherky on the bench. Does Cherky should be starting potentially? Docky was on the bench. Marmoush was on the bench.
Cherky got an injury a couple of games into the season, and he wasn't fully fit when he came to us. He looked sharp last night, and I do expect him to start more games, but he's still not 100% fit. Marmoush has just come back from an injury. We've got Rodri, who's picked up a niggling injury. It's not the injury he was out for a year with, luckily. So we've got Rodri to come back. Nico Gonzalez has picked up a knock. So we've got a few injuries there, but players are starting to come back now. The play is looking a lot better. We're looking a lot more solid in defence. I know we've come off a loss with Villa, but we were a lot more solid, and I expect us to keep on improving. So there you go.
Dave Bears, Cole needs to leave the call and rejoin. That should reset his camera. Question for Cole: do City rely too much on Haaland?
Well, that's a fair point. All I would suggest is when City didn't have a striker, a lot of the pundits said City couldn't win the league with a false nine, and we did. So Haaland is just that good at the moment and improving that he's just there. His movement is on the end of everything. If Haaland wasn't in the team, we've got players who can come in. They're not going to score the same quantity as Haaland, but the goals would be shared between Mamouche, Cherki, Foden's, Doku's.
He
I'm
can't
not
be on the end of everything.
Sorry?
He can't be on the end of everything if he didn't do anything at the weekend.
Well, he put the ball in the net. It was a shade offside. But
I don't think they meant City couldn't win the league without a false nine. They meant City couldn't win the league without cheating. I think that's what they were on about. On to Nottingham Forest. So, Phil, Bournemouth 2, Forest 0. Did you see signs in that game that Sean Dyche could sort of turn this around for Nottingham Forest?
That's a very nice comment coming from you there, Bush. I was expecting a barrage of abuse as always for Forest, but no. I've said it a couple of times, and I feel as though it was a big ask. Forest going to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are on fire at the minute. There's no denying that. I can talk about the first goal, saying it was very unfair. The linesman said it was a goal kick. The fourth official said it was a goal kick, yet the referee overturned it and said, no, it's a corner. So the two people that were closest to it, or saw closest to it, both said it was a goal kick, and no, it was a corner. So I could argue about that first goal. No arguing about the second goal, and overall the play was far better by Bournemouth than it was Forest. But I have made a few comments, and I feel as though the game that we had against Porto at home was a solid game. It really was a solid game, and Forest played solidly. I think we went to Bournemouth probably expecting to lose a little bit, just because of who they are, and we're so far away from home, and there are Achilles heel. It just happens.
They are a good team at home, though, Bournemouth.
They are a very good team at home, and I'm not taking it away from Bournemouth because they played absolutely fantastic, and they did run circles around us. But I don't know. I feel as though Dyche needs a bit of time, just like most managers do. They need that bit of time just to get their feet there, get the team comfortable with everything. I've got a feeling this season is going to be very much Forest at home doing very well. I'm not saying we're going to win every home game, not in the slightest, but I feel as though at home Forest are really going to do well. I just feel as though when we go away, we may lose silly points where it's not needed.
Phil,
That's
just
my
a couple
opinion.
of quick ones. When you had Cooper, you had a real together atmosphere at City Ground.
Yeah.
Do you think you can recreate that? Because I think if you get that back, I think you're right. I think you can win the sort of home games. Because the game that you're talking about in Europe, I watched some of that game. Forest did play well, and the crowd got behind them because it was European night. Yeah. They need to recreate that, I feel, for the Premiership games. I think they will. And this is what worries me about Saturday's game, because obviously I don't want to lose it. But obviously, I think they're going to be up for it against United. And when your stadium gets that vibe, it is a very difficult place to go. And that's where I feel you need to get that back. My worry, though, is I'm speaking to a lot of Forest fans this week that have really called out Morgan Gibbs-White. Are you concerned with his form at the minute, Gibbs-White?
You know my opinion on Morgan Gibbs-White. I do not think he is, the player. Not in the slightest. There's far better players at Forest, and I feel as though Morgan Gibbs-White gets put on a pedestal a little bit. Now, I've said
there
this.
There is a rumour that he can't be dropped.
Yeah, so I've said it from the beginning of the season. I've said it for quite a while, to be fair. I don't rate Morgan Gibbs-White, and I never have. I think there's far better players in Forest. I think what's happened due to the whole Tottenham scenario and Mr. M scenario and everything else, Morgan Gibbs-White has been put on this pedestal. Taking into consideration what all the rumours are that, that he can't drop him from any, he's got to start every game. I don't know whether that's true. Can they put that in a contract? I don't know. But now that a lot of Forest fans are realising that Morgan Gibbs-White ain't all that, I feel as though there could be a lot more pressure, particularly on that midfield area, to step up. And if Morgan Gibbs-White doesn't step up, then he's going to get knocked down very, very quickly because Dyche won't put up with it. He's not that sort of manager.
A question's come in from John Sullivan for you, Phil. Phil, how do Newcastle get the best out of Elanga? He's been very hot and cold and he's very frustrating.
That's because he's missing his mates at Forest, mate. That's all it is. Send him back to us. That's the best way to get anything out of him. Send him back to Forest, mate.
So then the next game was Wolves 2, Burnley 3. So a good win for Burnley. And then the last game on here was Everton Spurs. So I did predict Spurs would win. I didn't think they'd win 3-0 though, but a great win for you. You happy with that performance?
Yeah, I'd say I'm happy with the performance, but there is the underlying thing where I think my man of the match, whilst on paper it looks everything screams Mickey van der Ven, 2 goals and everything. A person who needs a really big mention. A person who really did do really well this week for fantasy, but he the person who I think needs a lot of appreciation at the moment because he's been keeping Spurs in a lot of games is Vicario. We noticed that he wasn't there last night. It was Kinski in Europe, and not in Europe in the cup, sorry, but didn't particularly shine. Vicario, the Monaco game and Everton game, he's been outrageous. Like
how did you get on in the league?
Some of the saves he's made. I mentioned it didn't go well. All right, I'm aware. Don't worry. So it's St James's. We know what to expect at St James's. But
battered by Rotherham.
But for me, yeah, Vicario needs respect on his name at this point because he's been putting in some really good performances recently. Mickey van der Ven, obviously 2 goals from corners, and then the third goal, another header. It was a cross, well kept alive, and then headed in by Papsar. Everton looked threatening. That's the thing. They looked threatening throughout. So 3-0 looks great, but the defense was still a bit shaky. So it papers over some cracks. Vicario's got to keep up the good performances to keep us in games at times. Because that Monaco game, that was awful to watch. Vicario was the only highlight of that game for me.
Yeah, fair play. Got some comments coming in. So Lex Time says Arne Slot prioritised winning the first ball. However, we rarely do. So he's obviously a Liverpool fan. And when we finally win it, we clear it long, instantly resetting the opponent's long ball rhythm and invite a pressure on again. So what do you say to that one, Gloriol? Do you agree with that? Liverpool fan there?
I think so, yeah, because I do see a lot of the times when we win the ball, we're just clearing it long at the minute. And the last few seasons, we would pass it around, make a good movement, make a good opportunity, and it would actually come to something. But this season, I've seen a lot more just hoof it away, get it out. And I think that's down to the players being more nervous for whatever reason and just more shaky and not knowing what to do. So they're just like panicking and just like putting the ball wherever, you know.
Fair play, fair play. Turbo says City got battered off Rotherham in the Virtue, Carl.
In the what?
Virtual trophy. It was the under
21 cup.
Right.
Rotherham battered them 4-2. It should keep Slot in. I like this. He has a big shiny head.
By the way, is my camera working again now?
Yeah, it's back on me.
Yes, it is.
On. So the Liverpool fan said he should turn those recoveries into counter-attacks. Rash says, what do you do with a manager who can't sort out how to play a generational talent like Vitz? We find someone who can. So I think a Liverpool fan believing Slot should go. I did hear a lot of people on TalkSport saying that he should go as well. Are you standing by him, Glory Hall?
I think we would be stupid to get rid of him at the minute. I mean, if maybe by the end of November we're still struggling for results, then maybe I'd consider it. But I just think now it's stupid to get rid of him.
So we've got a Rossoneri fan. Good
That's
to
a Milan
see
fan, if you
one
didn't know.
team not dominating here. As much a big fan of the Prem. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Got all kinds of fans tuning in tonight. Any Newcastle fans on here? Take care of Tolina. Yeah, there is a Newcastle fan, but he's not on tonight. We've got a Sunderland fan though. They're similar to Newcastle.
Don't start, Bushy.
He will not take. He will not take care of Tonali, the Sunderland fan. He will not.
Send them back to Milan.
Right, so quickly, we're going to run through predictions for this week before we go on to Cole's special part of the show, because obviously this has taken a little bit longer than anticipated. So we're going to start with Luke Birch. So you've got Brighton up next against Leeds. What's your score prediction?
Away form's not too great. I've gone for 2-1 Brighton.
Super. Mers, what have you gone in this one?
2-1 Brighton.
Carl?
2-1 to Brighton.
Your camera's disappeared again. Brighton, Dan?
2-1 to Brighton.
Be a bit surprised there, but I think a 1-1 draw.
Oh, 1-1 draw. Luke?
You're muted.
You're muted.
2-1 Brighton.
Sunderland, Dan?
2-1 Brighton.
Glory all.
I'll mix it up. 2-0 Brighton.
Phil?
I'm sticking with Glory Hole and majority of everybody else. Nobody has backed Leeds this week at all. Obviously, we've got a draw, but I've gone for 2-0 Brighton.
I've gone 3-1 Brighton. In the chat, we've got Turbo, who says 3-1 Brighton. Pep Empire says 2-2. Dave Bez says not one person has gone for a Leeds win. I only watched Newcastle in the Prem. Who are they playing next? My England brothers. So Newcastle are playing West Ham away next, mate. Poppy Rose is a Leeds fan. She's gone 5-0 to Leeds.
Maybe we need to do a welfare check on Poppy.
That is very wishful thinking. That
I'll take it.
Super. On to the next game. Burnley against Arsenal. I'll start with you, Mers. What are you going for this one?
3-0 win to Arsenal.
3-0 win to Arsenal. Okay.
3-0.
Luke, Birch.
I've gone 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. Carl.
2-1 Arsenal. A little bit tighter.
2-1 Arsenal. Brighton, Dan.
I think Arsenal keep a clean sheet. 2-0 Arsenal.
That's the same score as I've gone with, Dan. So you're up in the running for a good week this week if you're picking the same as me. Luke.
Yeah, I think we might see some actual creativity for a change. I got 2-0.
2-0. Sunderland, Dan. Brighton, Dan.
2-0 Arsenal.
You've gone same as me. See, you following the king. You're not going to be far away, lads. You're not be far away. Glory all.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. Phil.
I have gone for a complete and utter curveball. I've gone for a 1-0 win to Burnley.
Come on, hopefully.
Go on, Phil. I love
Fair
that.
enough. I hope you're right, Phil. I pray
Come
you're right.
on.
God.
For Liverpool
I'm not
sake,
sure you're right, but I love it.
Turbo has gone 1-0 Burnley. Pep Empire 2-1. Liverpool fan again. Keep more central and play Robbo. Virgil van Dijk or Canate win the first ball. Robbo collects the feed. Moore who runs through or holds up. All tall players push out together, turning defence instantly into attack.
Can I just say
sounds
something?
easy, doesn't it?
Can we have Lextine on in place of Glory Hole? Seems to know more about football.
Oh, come on. That's a bit harsh. Come on, Phil.
I mean, get him on. Get him on. Go on. Get him on.
No, we love your ball knowledge, Glory Hole. Is just pulling your flanker. Pulling your tail in that Glory Hole. That's all he's doing.
Ball knowledge on the other side of the Glory Hole. Yeah, sounds about right.
Even I know this, but Slot doesn't know how to deal with the long balls. So I don't think he's a fan of Slot, mate, to be honest with you.
Doesn't sound like it.
Next game up is Palace Brentford. So I've gone 2-0. Luke Birch, what have you gone?
I've got same as you. I've gone 2-0 Palace.
Phil?
Yeah, 2-0 Palace, mate.
Glory Hole?
2-1 Palace.
Luke?
I've gone for a mix-up. First time I'm picking to get points, but I got 2-1 Brentford.
Super. 2-1 Brentford. That's a shock. Mers?
2-1 Palace.
Sunderland, Dan?
3-1 Palace.
Brighton, Dan?
2-1 to Brentford.
Oh, another one. You're going for Brentford here. Carl?
3-1 to Palace.
3-1 to Palace. Turbo in the chat says 3-2 to Palace. We've also Newcastle United to win the FA Cup and League Cup. I believe their kits are identical to ours. That's what I like. Okay. He likes that.
Very bold.
And Sunderland, we are coming for you.
See you December 12th, my friend. We will see.
Also, Pep Empire says Forest will win the FA Cup.
Yes, my boy.
He likes that one. Next game, we're going to go on to Fulham versus Wolves. I've gone 2-0 to Fulham. Luke Birch.
I'm with you again. I've gone 2-0 Fulham.
Have you got my scores here? Phil.
I've gone 1-0 Fulham.
1-0 Fulham. Glory Hole.
1-1.
1-1. Draw. Luke.
2-1 Wolves.
Ooh.
1 Wolves. Ooh.
Lukey is the only person that's gone against.
Well, I've seen their manager who was having a fight with the fans. He was arguing with the fans. One of the players was arguing with the fans. I think there's problems at Wolves. But yeah, fair play. Shock result, that one. Mers.
1-0 to Fulham.
1-0 for Fulham. Sunderland, Dan.
3-1 Fulham.
3-1.
Brighton, Dan.
Very rare that I agree with Glory Hole, but 1-1 draw.
Well, hey.
Carl.
2-1 to Fulham.
2-1 to Fulham. And Turbo says 3-2 to Wolves.
He likes that 3-2, doesn't he?
Likes a 3-2. The next game, I'm going to go to Phil first. So Forest, Manchester United. Your cup finals arrived. What's going to be the score?
I think the home film's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to stick with my team. I'm going to back them all the way. I'm going Forest 2, Manchester United, a big fat 0.
Okay, I will clip that.
You go ahead,
Turbo
Mike.
says Forest to win 2-1.
Come on, another one.
Luke Birch.
Sorry, Phil, but I can't see Forest doing no. I've gone. I mean, it's a game of two poor teams in my opinion, but I've gone Man U 3-1.
I can't believe the Leeds fan is back in Man United. Really
He
can't.
backs Man U all the time.
I've got to get on that table, haven't I? I've got to top that table.
United fan. I'm going to get him a shirt for Christmas. It's going to be his little Christmas box from me, a Man United shirt.
Yeah, I'm out of toilet bowl.
No Shock says Forest 2-1 win.
Come on, Pep.
I don't even need to go to Glory Hall. He's going to pick a Forest win. Go on, Glory Hall. Tell me Forest is going to win.
1-0 Forest.
Got.
Yes.
Luke.
All the boys are backing me this week.
So I do believe Sean Dyche will turn things around at Forest, just not this week. 3-0 Man United.
Fuck off.
Oh, legend, Luke. Get up there, Mush. Mers.
Yeah, I think United Strand is going to get one game closer to cutting his hair. 3-1 to United.
3-1 to United. Quality. Sunderland, Dan.
Sorry, Phil. I went 1-0 United.
Because look at all these people with this really, really bad ball knowledge and don't understand about Forest and at home. Did you not listen to Bushy about coming to the City ground? Man United just can't handle it. I'm telling you.
I did, but Bushy talks shit. That's why I picked United to win.
I mean, they handled Anfield pretty well.
Right, and Dan.
I couldn't see this going either way, so I went with a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. And Cole's obviously going to back against United. He does every week. Cole?
United's bubble will burst this week. Forest will batter them at home. Forest will win 2-1.
Bushy, what have you gone with?
So I've gone with Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester United 2.
Not
I think
a
we've just
chance.
got too much on the counter attack for you. I don't think you'll be able to live with Cunha and Mbeumo, if I'm totally honest. I just think they're on fire at the minute and they will tear you in a
Philly said this before the derby and they got spanked. Don't worry about it.
I'm not, mate.
Let's see if Forest can win 2 games in a row, brother. Sunderland 2-1 from Lexstein.
Love it.
The shitty ground, I think you mean, Phil.
Just piss off back up to Leeds, will you? He's not playing, he's still out.
He's injured. I think he's injured, mate.
Still out.
But anyway, Liverpool fans are always going to back against United, but United are going to win that 2-1. And if we lose into teams like Nottingham Forest, then we have got
Man
problems.
United lose at the City ground. What happens? What happens, kid?
What do you mean?
He starts crying again.
What's the forfeit?
That's usually what happens.
Do you come on here and give me some actually?
Wait there, where's this Stromy?
No, hold on.
No.
Oh yeah, where's the Stromy?
Yeah.
What's this thing? Bring some respect on Forest. Bring some respect on the name. Do I get to say that next week when you're coming?
Yeah. If you beat us, mate, and you deserve to win, I'll give you the credit. I'm not like Carl.
Also, that's 2 things we've got to win and deserve it. So you'll just come on and go, well, you didn't really deserve it, did you?
That's what Dan
So
did.
we'll see, won't we? Go back to sleep.
Has everybody predicted that score? Sorry, Phil, Man United will win 2-0 from John Sullivan.
Used to like you, John.
Isaac betrayed Newcastle, which means he betrayed
Tonali.
Sorry, I can't see that. It's tiny on there. Now he is tasting karma. Viva Newcastle.
Got to respect him getting fully on board with the Newcastle support.
So next one is Tottenham versus Chelsea. So I'll start with Luke. Spurs are going to go. Spurs are going to lose this one.
I think so, yeah. Thing is, I'm not on here to be biased. I'm on here to give my genuine opinions. And normally, when Spurs are flying somewhat high up the table, third right now, Chelsea game is where things go horribly wrong and the season goes to die. So I've got 2-1 Chelsea. And yeah, us against Chelsea doesn't go well.
Luke, I've also gone with 2-1 Chelsea, so you're in good company there. Luke?
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. John Sullivan says Lee will be off to Mablethorpe if Forest win. Phil?
Well, actually, I'm going to back Tottenham this week. I think it's going to be a really fun game. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of end-to-end stuff. And I'm going to go Tottenham 3, Chelsea 2.
Wow. Turbo says 3-1 to Chelsea. Mers?
2-1 to Spurs.
Yeah. 2-1 to Spurs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Glorio?
2-2.
Sunderland, Dan?
I've went 1-1, two of the most inconsistent teams in the Premier League. Hard to choose.
Super. And Brighton, Dan?
2-2 draw. 2-2.
Cole keeps popping in and out. I don't know what's going on with him tonight. Cole?
I think this is going to be the highest scoring game of the week, and I'm going for a 3-2 Spurs win.
3-2 Spurs win. So quite a few people picking Spurs there.
Sorry, Luke.
I'm not the Spurs fan. So it's all right, mate.
You know what that means, don't you?
Well, it means my prediction could be right.
Well, it means mine's probably wrong.
Lex Time says, I support Liverpool. I shouldn't be predicting anything, unfortunately. And he's put Villa to beat us 2-0. So he's got him predicted anyway. So next game is Liverpool Villa. So I'll start with Glory Hall. Are you going to get back to winning ways, Glory Hall, against Villa?
2-1. So yes, we're going to win.
And I've gone with you, Glory Hall. I've gone 2-1 also.
Hooray!
So I have gone for a Liverpool victory. I think Liverpool will win. Luke Birch?
I think Liverpool get back to winning ways. I've gone 2-0.
2-0. Phil?
I think Liverpool are not going to go back to winning ways just yet. And I'm backing my little soft spot for Villa. And I'm going Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 2.
Nah.
Cry as much as you want, Glorio. It's what's happening.
I predicted Forest to win. Just bear that in mind.
And?
It don't work like that, Glorio. Just because he
You know what I
predicted
mean?
Forest to win, it's not like flipping.
Listen, Liverpool are playing shit, right? I'm not backing them.
Fair enough.
Villa are playing all right. I'm backing them. So
yeah, fair enough.
Okay, Luke. I've already.
I mean, I'm done mine. We've done Birchie's.
No.
So I've gone 1-1 for this game. One side's in form, one's not. Complete polar opposites. I'm going to say Liverpool get a well-earned point.
And who haven't? I went Sunderland, Dan, and ask you yours, have I?
Desmond.
Play Brighton, Dan.
2-1 Aston Villa.
Call.
2-2.
2-2. Have I not asked? Have I asked everybody?
No, you haven't asked me.
No, I don't think you've asked me.
Say 1-1.
1-1.
1-1. Yeah.
1-1. Okay.
I think looking at the results there, I think that's the most split game of who's going to win on this week.
Pep Empire says 1-0 Villa.
Oh,
John
no one backs
Sullivan
Liverpool.
says Villa 2-1.
No one backs Liverpool.
Yeah, we've got 3 home wins, 3 away wins, and 5 draws in that. So I think that's the one that's like the closest on the predictions this week.
Anthony X5G says no sack at all. I think he's reverting to the headline of the show for Slot to get sacked. The Liverpool fan says, I want to win, but they have Slot, so he doesn't really like Slot at all. Slot will work out. This team will come together. If you support Liverpool, you support us, stupid woolly backs, proper scousers. Liverpool fans want to sack him. We've just won the league, you stupid PPPP. So Liverpool fans are arguing with themselves in the chat. So Gloriol, sort your
Fucking
Scouse friends out, but he's not from Scouse land. He's actually from, where are you from, Gloriol? Southampton.
I live in Southampton, yeah.
Southampton, yeah. He's from Southampton, but he's a big Liverpool fan. Villa in this form. So he said Villa in fine form. So yeah, Villa have it a bit of form. So next one, West Ham, Newcastle. I'll start with Phil.
West Ham are going through a lot of hardship, and I feel for Nuno, really, to be fair. So I think Newcastle are going to do all right. I think Watermelon's going to slap a couple home. So I'm going West Ham 1, Newcastle 3.
I've gone 1-0 Newcastle. Luke Birch.
I've gone 2-0 Newcastle.
Gloriol.
3-1 Newcastle.
Luke.
I'm in agreement with you, Bushy. 1-0 Newcastle.
Mersgard.
2-0 Newcastle.
Sunderland Dan.
1-0 Newcastle.
Oh, that hurt, didn't it?
Got to be honest, mate. You've got to be honest.
Brighton Dan.
3-1 to Newcastle.
Carl.
2-1 Newcastle.
Can I just say, Bushy, that's the only game where everybody has gone for a Newcastle win. Nobody's gone for a draw. Nobody's gone for a West Ham win. Everybody's backing Newcastle this week.
Yeah, I think West Ham are in a bit of bother, aren't they? 2-1 Newcastle in the chat. John Sullivan, 3-0. Toon up the watermelon. Can't wait to see all you Slot haters licking his ass in a few weeks. In fairness, our pundit on the show is backing Arne Slot. He thinks he's going
You've got to.
He's not one of the Slot doubters. He believes Slot will turn it around. In fairness to Glory Hall. Next up, I'll start with Carl. So it's Manchester City against Bournemouth. What are you going to go with?
Historically, we've always battered Bournemouth. And because of the Bournemouth style of play being quite expansive when they come to play, I think this is going to be our biggest win of the season so far. I think we're going to beat them 4-1.
4-1. Brighton, Dan?
I think it's going to be closer than that, but I do think Man City will win it. So I've gone with Man City 3, Bournemouth 2.
Oh, that's the exact score I've gone. 3-2. There you go. Sunderland, Dan?
3-2 City.
Another one. Heck, man. Spurs?
I'm going with a draw. I'm saying 2-2.
2-2.
Wow.
Fair play. I mean, Bournemouth are playing well. Luke?
I'm agreeing with Mers. I got 2-2.
Gloriol?
You know what? I've also gone 3-2 City.
A few 3-2s today. Luke Birch?
I've gone 3-2 City.
Flipping heck. Phil, you gone 3-2 City?
Close, but not quite. I have gone for a big City win. I've gone 3-1 to City.
Ah, boo.
Pep Empire says I'm going to say 1-1. Don't know how right back were able to cope and Bournemouth to sit back. Scott Kent says 2-1 to the Cherries.
Ooh.
So some different scores there. And then finally, last but not least, Sunderland against Everton. I've gone Sunderland 2, Everton 1. I think you'll keep your fine 4-0. What about yourself, Dan?
I agree with you 100%. 2-1 to Sunderland.
It's gone the same as well. 2-1. Fair play. Carl?
3-1 Sunderland.
3-1 Sunderland. Brighton, Dan?
2-1 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland. Mers?
1-0 Sunderland.
Luke?
2-0 Sunderland.
Gloriole?
1-0 Sunderland.
Luke Birch?
I've gone 2-1 Sunderland.
Phil?
I've gone for another Sunderland win. I've gone for an easy 2-0 to Sunderland.
John Sullivan says 2-2, tough game to call with recent results for both teams. We got an Everton fan in up the Toffees. Scott Kent says 1-1.
I thought he was the Liverpool fan.
I thought he was a Liverpool fan as well. That's a weird one to say.
Yeah.
Make your mind up, Scott.
Pepe Empire says 0-0. Anthony 5G says 3.
He's gone 2-0 to Everton.
And then 2-0 the Everton. Chelsea must have served Slot spaghetti bolognese. So
Chiesa.
mad. What the hell? Man hasn't seen a start since he's warming benches. So much Anfield should start charging him rent and heating bill.
He started front in the cup game, no?
He literally started last night, yeah.
At striker.
Yep.
Yeah. Scott Kent's picture gives us away who he supports. So he says he doesn't support Liverpool. He's a Miller.
No, I meant Anthony, not Scott.
Yeah, it was Anthony that picked Everton, but I'm sure he's a Liverpool fan. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I am.
So if you're a
Everton.
Liverpool fan, do you like Everton as well?
No, it's put there, I am, but not biased about Everton.
Nah, he's a fraud. You don't predict Everton to win.
Yeah,
it's a strong battle of the Liverpool fans.
No, he's right. Just because you don't like the team, it's not doing the call. So no matter who Man United's playing, Carl will pick Man United to lose. That's why he's not
So will I.
able, like me.
I didn't last week.
Right. So talking about you, Carl, we're going to have to run this quickly because this has took a lot longer than expected. So do you want to do...
You chatted shit all night. Anyway, let me talk now.
Questions.
Right, boys and girls, here we go. Phil, we're going to start with you and we're going to work down the group. I'm going to give you a player and I'm going to give you the amount of Premiership appearances he made. Then I'm going to give you a second player and you've got to tell me whether he had more or less appearances. If you get one wrong, you are out and then it passes over and over until we've got a last man standing. You're only going to have a couple of seconds, so you can't cheat and Google. Is everyone clear of the rules?
Is this just league appearances? Oh,
Premier League.
Premier League. Right, that's fine.
Premier League.
Okay. So, Phil, the player we're starting with is Luke Shaw. He made 278 appearances. Your next player is Adam Lallana. Did he make more or less appearances than Luke Shaw?
Less.
You are out. He made more. He made 305 appearances.
That's an easy night to make, boys.
Adam Lallana is your player. Your next player is Peter Schmeichel. Did he make more or less appearances than Adam Lallana?
Peter Schmeichel made more appearances.
He did. You stay in. Only by 5, though. 310 appearances. Luke, you ready for your player? Dion Dublin. More appearances or less appearances than Peter Schmeichel?
Less.
You're out. He made 312. Glory hole. Your player is Robert Huth. Did he make more or less appearances than Dion Dublin?
I've got to say lower, yeah.
You are out. He made 322 appearances.
Bloody hell.
And it just felt lovely this for Spurs Luke, because your player is Darren Anderton. Did he make more or less appearances than Robert Huth?
Oh, I can't remember. I think he's either 299 or 399. I'm going to say he's more.
Me, always me.
You are out, Luke. He made 319. It was less. Mers, your player is Ugo Ekiog. Did he make more or less appearances than Darren Anderton?
Less.
You are out. He made 355. Dan Spedding, your player was Hugo Ekiog. Your new player is Patrick Vieira. Did he make more or less appearances?
Less.
You are in. Correct. 307. Brighton Dan, your player is Sylvan Distan. Did he make more or less appearances than Patrick Vieira?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I'm going to say less.
He made 159 more than Patrick Vieira. You are out. And so who've we got left in? We've got Bushy. Who else?
Bushy and Sunderland.
Bushy and Sunderland, Dan, is that
Absolute
it?
massacre. It's a massacre.
Okay. So Bushy, Sylvan Distan was the last player. Your next player is Peter Crouch. Did he make more or less appearances?
Who? Peter Crouch?
Yeah.
Then who?
Then Sylvan Distan.
Less.
He did by 1.
Oh
you
my
are still in, Bushy.
Lucky
Your next player, Sunderland Dan, is Brad Friedel. Did he make more or less appearances than Peter Crouch?
More.
And you are out, Sunderland Dan. Brad Friedel had 450, which makes Bushy the appearance winner. However, boys, we have got one more category, and it's goals.
Come on, man.
Everybody's back in for this. Phil, you ready?
Yeah, go on, mate.
Your first player is Robbie Fowler. He scored 163 Premier League goals. Your next player is Michael Owen. Did he score more or less?
I want to go less.
He did score less, 150 goals. Bushy, Jermaine Defoe. Did he score more or less than Michael Owen?
More.
He did score more, 162 goals. Luke, your player is Robin Van Persie. More or less goals than Defoe?
Ooh.
I'm going to say Van Persie scored less.
You are correct, 144 goals. Glory Hole, your next player, Son for Spurs. More or less goals than Robin Van Persie?
Ooh, surely less. Surely less.
It is less, 127. Luke, your player is Sadio Mane. More or less goals than Son?
Less.
You're in, 111. Well done. Mers, Steven Gerrard. More or less goals than Sadio Mane?
I'll say more.
It was more, 120. Well done. Sunderland Dan. Dwight York. More or less goals than Steven Gerrard?
More.
He did, just by 3 though, 123 goals. Brighton Dan. Didier Drogba. More or less goals than Dwight York?
Oh, God. That's a difficult one. I got saying Drogba got more.
You saying Drogba?
Yeah.
You're out. Drogba got 104. Phil.
Yeah.
Back to you, mate. Cristiano Ronaldo. More or less goals than Didier Drogba?
More.
You are out. He scored 1 less.
Wow. Wow.
Bushy. Anelka. More or less goals than Ronaldo?
Anelka scored more.
He did, 125. Luke. Romelu Lukaku. More or less goals than Anelka?
Less.
You're out. Oh, no, sorry, you're in. I was looking at the wrong line. 121. Glory hole. Raheem Sterling. More or less goals than Lukaku?
Surely less.
No, scored more. 2 more
What
goals.
the hell?
Is this
Luke.
on comps? Or is this your Prem?
No, Premier
No,
League.
just Prem.
Premier League.
So, Luke, your player is Ryan Giggs. More or less goals than Sterling in the Premier League.
He's got a record for assists, but I don't think he's good on goals. So I'm going to go less.
He was less, 109. Mers, your player is Robbie Keane. More or less goals than 109.
Robbie, more.
Correct, 126. This is the last player, Dan, to have a joint win with some other lads. Teddy Sheringham, more or less goals than Robbie Keane.
More.
And you are right, 146. Well done. A lot better in the goals department, weren't you today, boys? So who did we have as a winner? Bushy was in at the end. Luke, Gloriole, you were out again, weren't you, pal?
You muted, Gloriole.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, ball knowledge didn't come into it there, did it, pal?
I mean, I got one right.
But I really enjoyed that. You did very well in the second game. The first game, you were all shit.
Fair enough.
Super. So we've got some in the chats. What is this gay chat? I don't know. Gay chat. I don't know. Could be. He's not very successful with women. He might be going on to blokes. Who knows? Chill out, Anthony. Liverpool FC have won 53% of their matches since February. Maybe our recent results are part of a longer trend that Slot has failed to address. I'll leave that one with you, Gloriole.
I don't really know, to be honest. I think that our recent games have come massively into that percentage. I think before we were fine. I don't really look too much into percentages. Don't really think it's fair to say anything about percentages. I think it's just based on form, like recent games. And I think, I don't really know what I'm saying.
Gloriole, can I just challenge you to something for me? Next week, when you come to the show, can you just try and get 3 stats about Liverpool for me? Any 3 stats. I'm not bothered. Just come with some stats.
Oh, and a bit more enthusiasm as well, please, Gloriole. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Suddenly we're keen on stats now. I thought we were pretty against them beforehand.
I know, but you need stats to try and draw some opinion, Luke, because at the moment, I'm just getting waffle from him.
To be fair to Gloriole, though, he's only team to have lost 4 games in a row this season.
Yeah, that is
true. He's done most good ones as well.
No, Forest did.
No, wait. I swear,
Forest did.
Forest as well.
Phil's got his hand raised, but being real quiet.
6.
7.
6.
Fuck yeah, I didn't know that.
No, in fact, it was 7. It was 007, wasn't it?
I know. That's why I went 7.
Because you've got a fucking
Okay, well, it is a stat then. I've got a question. Right. So, since the start of the 23-24 season, can you name who is a joint 4th highest team for corner goals in the Premier League? So, this is across Europe, actually. So, it's the top 4 teams that have scored goals from corners since the start of 23-24. Who do you think is joint 4th? It's a Premier League team. Which team do you think it is?
Liverpool.
Bournemouth.
No.
What's that?
Chelsea.
Spurs? Is it Spurs?
Spurs. It's Spurs.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
So there's criticism about Arsenal scoring goals from corners, but Spurs are
Arsenal top.
Oh no, we score goals from corners. We also score goals from open playmers. What was that stat you said earlier, Carl?
Go on, Luke.
For it. 17th for the league in open play goals.
That is correct.
They are 17
goals this season.
Fucking hell, Luke, you're going
only in the Prem, though. We've scored plenty of open play goals outside the Prem.
Organise a Misfits boxing event between Luke and Mers. I think them two are going to go at it at some point.
Because he's got that Leipzig shirt on. He thinks he's Billy Big Bollocks now. Look at him.
If we get Luke and Mers in the ring, can I take you on as well?
Mate, I'd beat you with just in my sandals, mate. I just slap you around the head with my sandals.
Let's make it happen.
We can make it happen, mate.
Donate the proceeds to charity.
Get that on pay-per-view, boys.
Me and Gloria will just sit on the sidelines chatting shit about fucking Liverpool.
But he doesn't know about Liverpool, so you'd have to talk about Southampton.
That's what I mean. He chats shit about Liverpool, so you know.
I do know stuff about Liverpool.
It's in the north.
We're pulling your plonker,
Is it northwest or northeast? I can't remember.
Hey, if we organised a charity boxing fight, could we get the twins in with each other, Gloriole and Brighton Dan? They're about the same catchment weight, aren't they?
Right, so that brings us to the end of the show tonight. So, Anthony, if you're wanting Cole's number for that late night gay chat, I'll send it you over. But I really appreciate you watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We will be here again on... When will we be here? What day are we on?
Sunday.
It'll be your Sunday special show, Phil, on Sunday.
The best show on KB Terrace Talk. Sunday service.
And United will have lost again.
8 o'clock Sunday night when I'm gloating like mad because Bushy is in Mablethorpe, nowhere to be seen.
We are going to produce some content at this Forest Man United game as well, so look out on the socials for that. Me and Phil have got to get his heads together, but we've been so busy this week playing snooker. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you again next time. Thanks for watching.
You Reds.